Jai Hind students, let us begin this session. Since you all have been doing well in acquainting yourself with this new trend of salutation, which is good. Okay, now, so I am going to begin the class with a note of your many students yesterday messaged me actually, and we still don't know the syllabus of annual exams of English, and we heard that you've already told us, so kindly retell. So I thought, why not to begin this class on this node only? So we shall be looking at it once again. Okay, so for finals, I have already told you that chapter number 8, Fire, Friend and Foe, poem 8, Meadow Surprises, right? Chapter number 9, A Bicycle in Good Repair, poem 9, Garden Snake, chapter number 10, The Story of Cricket, um, this much from your textbook, right? And coming to your supplementary reader, the bear story, which is going on, a tiger in the house, an alien hand, right? Supplementary 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10 from supplementary, right? Is it clear? Have you all noted around 42 people are here? Now, in grammar portion, it is 15 to 20. That's what I told you in my previous class, right? Yes or no? So there is a change in grammar topic. Okay? The change is, listen to me what I said. I said there is a change. So note down the change. 15 is there, 16 is there, 17 is there, right? 18 and 19 are not coming. 20 is there. Am I clear and loud? Verbs and prepositions hand in hand plus conjunctions are not coming in your grammar. Yes, wait, I'm coming to that. Itna clear hai? Yashmit has a question. Yes, Yashmit, say. Yes. Hmm? Then, um, 29, 30, 31, 29, 30, 31. Okay. 31 will come. ठीक है? 29 will come. 30 will not come. Right? 30 will not come. Hmm. So 29 and 31. Okay. Any other doubt? Clear hai? In grammar, four topics. Yes, Durgesh. Your voice is not at all loud and clear. It is just sounding like a snake. Okay, you may contact any of your friend. to tease you. But if to help you, I may say chapter number 8, poem 8, chapter number 9, poem 9 in Honeycomb, and in supplementary 8, 9, 10. Okay, right. So now let us finish the supplementary part. Yes, yes, Yashmit. I said no, the story of cricket. अच्छा ठीक है. Exclude. Do not include chapter number 10, the story of cricket. ठीक है. नहीं. Chapter 8, poem 8, chapter 9, poem 9 from Honeycomb. Remove the story of cricket. Okay? It should be okay with everyone. No further questions on this. Right? Then, in supplementary, chapter 8, 9, 10. No change. Right? Hmm. Now this shall remain same till the end. No further notice will come. And when all the teachers will subsequently start sharing the annual syllabus of your exams, be very relaxed that we already know about English. Okay? Now invest time and your presence in staying regular in my classes for especially grammar. Right? Else God may help you. Okay? So let us finish this the bear story fast so that I'll be completing this supplementary part, and then we'll be jumping on to the grammar part. We'll be covering it fastly. Okay. Active, passive, adverb, degree of comparison, preposition is correct usage, and then direct, indirect. All are heavy topics. So I'll be covering it with a pace. If you miss it, I will not help you. Because now today is 27th. So consider it the coming 2 weeks are very crucial. And then one more, like a reading activity will be coming up very soon. So there are so many things bundled up. So kindly be attentive, alert, and stay healthy, eat better, reduce your screen time so that you can get enough time to relax also. क्योंकि इतना टफ नहीं है बट इसमें आपको यू नीड टू बी वेरी अटेंटिव एंड केयरफुल रहेंगे तभी आपको क्लियर रहेगा कि व्हाट इज माय डाउट व्हाट इज स्टिल नॉट क्लियर हाउ कैन आई आस्क माय टीचर इन टाइम विदाउट स्नूजिंग 2 पीरियड निकल गए और मुझे पता ही नहीं था इंग्लिश का कब मिस हो गया या मैम ने आज पढ़ाया मैंने क्लास नहीं कर पाया और मैंने पूछा भी नहीं अपने फ्रेंड से कि आज क्या हुआ सो काइंडली गुड be a good student, okay, and do not miss. Now shall we start our bear story? All right. Very good. So, wait. Comprehension is also there in your final exams. It is always there in every exam, so need not to mention it. Unseen passage के फॉर्म में रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन हमेशा रहता है उसके लिए परेशान नहीं होना है. Hope the screen is visible to all. One more thing, I'll be taking this period and the coming sixth period as well. Your Hindi will be in seventh. All right. Yes. So we have seen, my dear children, we have seen that how the bear was so much liked by the people of his area, and he also liked being around them, and they also cherished his presence. Yes or no? Yeah. So let us move ahead and see what is happening in this chapter. So least till least we have covered. Be ready with your pencils, and this time whenever the copies will come for correction, kindly include these words which I'm going to highlight and I have already highlighted in the previous chapter discussion. Right? Kindly mention them in the beginning of the chapter before starting up with the question and answer. All right. Now, he had never tasted meat. He ate the same food as the dogs and often out of the same plate: bread, porridge, potato, cabbage, turnip. He had a fine appetite, and his friend, the cook, saw it and his friend the cook saw to it that he got his fill. Means the cook made everything, ensured he took care of everything, that he should eat nicely, he should not eat half-heartedly, he should be getting good food in good amount, right? And he should be satisfied. So the cook took very good care of the bear. Now, bears are vegetarians if they have a chance, and fruit is what they like best. In the autumn, he used to sit and look with wistful wistful eyes at the ripening apples in the orchard. And and in his young days, he had been sometimes unable to resist the temptation to climb the tree and help himself to a handful of them. So usually bears, bulky bears, means huge giant bears. Have you seen them climbing up of a tree and taking fruits, ripened fruits? Have you seen any bear doing that? Yeah, they are so their body doesn't allow them, right? Okay. Bears look clumsy and slow in their movements, but try a bear with an apple tree and you will soon find out that he can easily beat any schoolboy at that game. Now, he had learned that it was against the law, but he kept his small eyes wide open for any apples that fell to the ground. There had also been some difficulties about the beehives. I'm sure you are very well aware, but still I'm including it. Beehives. So till here everything is fine, but now the writer mentions that there has also been some difficulties about the beehives. What is that? He had been punished for this by being put on the chain for 2 days with a bleeding nose, and he had never done it again. Oh God, something had happened. Otherwise, he was never put on the chain except for the night. And quite rightly so, for a bear, like a dog, is apt to get somewhat ill tempered if kept on the chain. And no wonder. So, can you make out the meaning what the writer is trying to say? It is not wise to let the bear, be bound to the chain. He is chained. A bear cannot be chained for for a longer period of time. Else he will get ill tempered. उससे बहुत गुस्सा आएगा और his behavior will be changed. He may not behave nicely or in a humane way, right? So he cannot be treated like a dog. Okay, यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? Okay, so the lady visited her sister every Sunday. Who is this lady? The owner of the bear. The lady visited her sister every Sunday, leaving the bear on the chain the whole afternoon. One Sunday, while walking through the dense forest, she found him following her. She was so angry with the disobedient bear that she hit him on the nose with her umbrella. But the bear was really friendly. He was also put on the chain on Sundays when his mistress. means the owner, went to spend the afternoon with her married sister who lived in a solitary house on the other side of the mountain lake, a good hour's walk through the dense forest. It was not supposed to be good for him to wander about in the forest with all its temptations, because the forest was so big, anything could tempt him. Tempt any something which you cannot resist. कोई ऐसी चीज अगर बेर को दिख जाएगी तो फिर उसके लिए तो बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाएगी, राइट? सो इट वाज बेटर to be on the safe side. So that's the reason why the lady would always chain him and then she would visit her sister. He was also a bad sailor and had once taken such a fright at a sudden gust of wind that he had upset the boat and he and his mistress had to swim to the shore. So again, this sailing and this boating experience also gone wrong, right? He had a lot of uncomfortability with the wind, which was maybe blowing, or during that whole span of boating and on a boat, the owner also got to know that it is not wise to carry the bear with the boat on. Yes or no? The sailing experience went wrong. So, this is also another example. So that's it. This example has been shared with the forest example, that why it is not safe to carry the bear to. I'm sorry, not to carry, but to bring the bear along with you or with the owner. He could not be brought along with anybody because of these temptations, and there are so many conditions that we need to be very much careful about. Okay, so now he knew quite well what it meant when his mistress put him on the chain on Sundays with a friendly tap on his head. Tap means a gentle touch, and the promise of an apple on her return if he had been good during her absence. So he would get an apple if he behaved good in her absence. He was sorry but resigned, like a good dog when his mistress tells him he cannot come with her for a walk. On one Sunday, what happened? When the lady had chained him up as usual and was about halfway through the forest, she suddenly thought she heard the cracking of a tree branch on the winding footpath behind her. She looked back and was horrified to see the bear coming along full speed. Bears look as if they move along quite slowly, but they shuffle along much faster than a trotting horse. In a minute, he had joined her, panting and sniffing, to take up his usual place, dog fashion, at her heels. The lady was very angry. She was already late for lunch. There was no time to take him back home. She did not want him to come with her, and besides, it was very naughty of him to have disobeyed her. She told him in her severest voice to go back at once, menacing him with her pa- menacing him with her parasol. What is it? Look up. Let me know. He stopped a moment. Huh? All right. All right. He, he stopped a moment and looked at her with his cunning eyes, but did not want to go back and kept on snipping at her. When the lady saw that he had even lost his new collar, she got still more angry and hit him on the nose with her parasol, so hard that it broke in two. He stopped again, shook his head, and opened his big mouth several times as if he wanted to say something. Then he turned around. Then he turned round, not around, then he turned round and began to shuffle back the way he had come, stopping now and then to look at the lady till at last she lost sight of him. When the lady came home in the evening, the bear was sitting in his usual place outside his kennel, looking very sorry for himself. The lady was still very angry. She went up to him and began to scold him most severely, and said he would have to be chained for 2 more days. The old cook, who loved the bear as if he had been her son, rushed out from the kitchen very angry. So this is the cook, the lady in the apron, okay, and you can see that she is showing her anger to the owner, to the mistress. What are you scolding him for, Mrs.? He has been as good as gold the whole day, bless him. He has been sitting here quite still on his haunches, as meek as an angel, looking the whole time towards the gate for you to come back. Right? So, this is how the chapter ends, and such a sweet nod. On such a sweet note, the chapter has come to an end, realizing that sometimes the owners behave too harshly with the pets, which they should take care about, right? So I hope the story is clear to all of you, right? So where did the lady find the bear cub? How did she bring it up? Yes, yes, Ankit. No, he was the same bear. And after continuous hurling and anger from her owner, he made his way back to the home. He did not come along with her to her sister's place. Yes or no? नहीं ये आपसे नहीं. हाँ हाँ. Who is this? हाँ. Developer of decorum. Ma'am, I'm Vivek. I want to ask you like that, okay? Because many a times the voice comes and the icon is not visible. Yes, Vivek, continue. So, ma'am, why the? So, sir, the answer is Hansita. Hansita, yes. So, sir, the answer lies in the text itself. The text is so simple. Have you not noticed, or maybe I was reading it with a pace that you people, like a bear, were not able to make pace with my space? Huh? See here. It's so clearly mentioned. The lady was very angry. She was already late for lunch. There was no time to take him back home. She did not want him to come with her. And besides, it was very naughty of him to have disobeyed her. She told him in clear, severest voice to go back at once, menacing him with her parasol. ठीक है? यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा है? Are you clear? Are you clear till here? There shouldn't be any doubt. Then he stopped a moment. Now he is going towards. Now he understood. Okay, now he is making his movement towards his what kennel, way back to home from where he had come. He stopped a moment and looked at her with his cunning eyes, but did not want to go back. And kept on sniffing at her. उसका जाने का मन नहीं है, वो बार बार उसके ऊपर sniff कर रहा है. लेकिन when the lady saw that he had even lost his new collar, she got still more angry and hit him on the nose with her parasol so hard that it broke in two. He stopped again. अभी तक वो like she want him to go back. He stopped again. वो दोबारा से रुक गया, shook his head and opened his mouth several times as if he wanted to say something. Then he turned round. अब वो मुड़ जाता है and began to shuffle back the way he had come. समझ आ रही है बात? जहां से वो आया था वो दोबारा वहां को मुड़ गया. स्टॉपिंग नाउ एंड देन, वो बार बार मुड़ मुड़ के देख रहा है. टू लुक एट द लेडी till at last she had she lost sight of him, है ना? There comes a moment where you when you lost sight of the person, whom you are continuously looking back? Yes or no? So what does it mean? It means simple that the bear could not continue his following up path with the owner, with the mistress, with the lady. He again returned. Ab jab lady she went to her sister's place though she was already late for lunch. Now when the lady came home in the evening, ये सेंटेंस अपने आप में ही बता रहा है ना, कि लेडी ने अपना लंच वहां पे पूरा किया. यस और नो? इसी को कहते हैं रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन की बहुत सारी स्ट्रैटेजीज. जब आप खुद से पढ़ेंगे तो आपको बहुत सारे आंसर्स खुद ही मिल जाएंगे, है ना. सो she continued, she went, she had her lunch, she came back in the evening. The bear was sitting in usual place, but the lady was still angry, for which she was scolded by the cook. And as a punishment, what next she does? The lady was still very angry. She went up to him and began to scold him most severely and said he would have to be chained for 2 more days. The old cook, who loved the bear as if he had been her son, rushed out from the kitchen very angry. Rushed out means तुरंत भाग के बाहर आना, जैसे कि कुछ हो गया हो, है ना. तो इतना जब uh, the things with which the pace of the sequence of events which were happening back to back, the cook was not happy, so she gave a good scold to the lady itself, that why are you and what are you scolding him for? He, since he returned, he is sitting quite still at his place on his haunches, and to add more, he has been continuously looking towards the gate to wait for your arrival. So, why are you scolding him? This is not something which he deserves. I hope now you all are clear. So, so now take 5 minutes break and we shall continue with the rest of the discussion, and we shall begin with some other chapter as well. Okay. Yes.